How do you deal with manipulative people who play power and control games on you? I live in a way where I feel it is not right to manipulate anyone or interfere with their free will. I'm always looking for the win-win. And for some reason, when someone is manipulative with me, it does push my buttons. My friends say to blow up roses, but I have to work closely with these people for several days at a time on the road.
One of the things you do is you clear their energy out of your space, and then this is where a lot of those tools that are in these next levels are really very helpful. Or particularly that just level one, you learn how to stay on your side of the rose. But what happens is when you start to begin to be aware of not going to their manipulation, you stop playing your part of the game. See, when somebody plays that out and you get irritated, that's part of their game. As long as you continue to feed them in that context, you and they are playing the game. You might not even be the person it's directed at. You're watching them manipulate somebody else, but they've got you because you're engaged with or have a reaction or a response, but you are out of balance. You know, one of the things I say a lot of times is you want to take a look and ask yourself, who's got the rock in her backpack? That one over there that's doing the manipulation, or me? You're the only one that counts. Now, that's not totally 100% true, but basically in this case. So if all of a sudden you realize this is pushing my buttons, then they, as that aspect of the actor in your play, is being very successful at their job. Your job is to simply allow them to act out without you engaging in it. So this is where the shift is. You're not so much interested in going to the wall, going to the manipulator. You're interested in simply saying, wow, I see the wall over there, but I'm not over there becoming the effect of it. I'm not engaging with it. Even engaging is simply, I'm really getting irritated. At that point, who's got the rock in her backpack? Them, who doesn't even maybe know they're creating this situation for you, or they may be doing it purposely, but whatever their cause reason is, doesn't really matter. It's all about you. And I say that positively, not in any, gee, you don't get it, you're not doing a good job, what's wrong with you? That's not where the statement's coming from. But as soon as you recognize, oh, I'm being irritated by this person, create the rose, blow up the rose. In the other grouping of tools, you know, staying on your side of the rose, beginning to look from the center of your head, learning how to get into that higher mind and observe without engaging. As you begin to get masterful at the tools and then stop getting irritated at them by just blowing up the rose and not engaging, the interesting thing will happen is it takes two to play a game, and when one stops playing the game, the other one gets bored at their actions, or they try to figure out another way to draw you in, and or they simply go away because you're not playing anymore. The key is you have all the power, and I use power here positively, to basically manage the game. Are you wanting to play or not wanting to play? And if you're not wanting to play, you simply don't engage. Because if you throw energy and you get reactionary and you simply get angry, you're playing. It's how the game works. If you can begin to just ask the question from a very positive standpoint, who's got the rock in his backpack, and recognize, oh, I'm out of balance. So where am I being irritated? Ask the rose, where am I catching that in my body? Where is that irritation in my body? More often than not, that kind of irritation is right in the middle of the third chakra, because the third chakra is all about power and control, judgment, and resistance. Flip it around. This is for everybody. If your third chakra, solar plexus, hurts, you are engaged in power, control, judgment, or resistance. You're either pushing against somebody or you are defending. Doesn't matter. The answer is you are engaged. By knowing that, and having a rose that simply says, I don't like this feeling in my third chakra, in my stomach. I feel sick to my stomach. Same thing. Sit back, ground, take a few minutes, take a couple nice circular breaths, simply find neutral. That's another tool we'll play with in maybe next month. But in that space, you want to simply get to a place where you go, this is really very humorous. They got me again. Great. Put them in a rose and blow them up. Don't argue. Just simply know that you've just cleaned them out. It's really 100% about you and finding that place of neutral, decharging the thought or the emotion, and then simply clearing out that place where you continuously catch that rock that they're throwing that you put in your backpack. It's really simple when you start to recognize, oh, I'm the one who's upset. They don't even know they're upsetting me. Many times they don't. Hope that's helpful.